Hi, Nikki here from Purple Patch Fishing. Well, today I'm at Bemm and I've heard the bream are going off. First thing we do is check in at the Bemm River Bait and Tackle. Mark's the local, he knows what's going on. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's go and have a chat to Mark. This morning we started off with a surface fish because we're here nice and early, and got quite a few nice fish, which was great. But that sort of died down, so that's why we use now having a go with this technique along the edges. You've got to really keep changing things up all the time, especially if the fishing goes quiet, you're not catching anything. Change things up a bit. Whether it's changing your lure or changing your location. There's so much activity going on. There's lots of garfish I can see. With my sunnies I can see underneath and see what's going on. So there's probably 5 meters of sand, and then you get weed, and I've been fishing right up against the edge on that sand and haven't caught anything. I'm not seeing any bream up there. There's plenty of bait fish around though, they're all over the place. So now sort of working out a bit further, which is over the weed beds, and those bream are coming out and grabbing the lure. Coming out of the weeds. They like to hide in this shallow stuff. They like to hide and then just dart out, get your lure. So much activity. The tea trees are all sort of starting to become underwater now, which is great, because the inlet is now closed. The mouth is closed, so the inlet now just fills up. I did a talk on lure fishing, and I was talking about hard bodies and how that you need to, with the Twitch 40 and the Twitch 50s, how you need to really whack it. It's whack, 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 and then pause. And it was interesting, her reaction to say, this lady, she said, oh, I'm on. Paused it. Her reaction when I showed her how to whack, 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 she goes, oh, you mean really whack it? And I'm like, yes, it's not just a gentle tug, it's a whack, 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 because it makes that lure go like this. I dropped that fish. There's only a tiny one. Oh, I'm on to a nice little bream here. As you probably see, we've moved out into the open now, into the flats, and having a soft plastic fish now, and it's working. Yay! I'll get the hook out of that one and give you a look. It's a nice little 32 centimetre bream. So hopefully we can crack a pattern now with these soft plastics. Let's see if we can get another one. Yay! The edges went really quiet, so we thought we'd change it up and head out and just have a drift. A little breeze has come up. Along the edge it's actually quite calm, and so because this breeze has come up, all we're doing is drifting and casting, and it's a flat, which bream love. It's also a bit deeper, like 6 foot deep. So we've got one, so that's good. That means we're on the right track. I suppose now that the sun's up a bit higher and it's getting towards the middle of the day, the fish tend to go a bit deeper. They feel safer than up on the edges. So let's hope it's a plan that works. This is a really good pace drift Just a slight wind just to push us along. So we're just covering, you know, a bit of ground. The fish aren't going to be sitting still for us, so we've got to go and find them. We're also, because of that breeze, I'm also able to get nice long casts away from the boat. The soft plastic, I'm just cast it out, let it hit the bottom. Bit of a lift, wind the tip down, wait for it to hit the bottom again. I've got something on, but he's not that big. Oh, he just woke up a little bit. He's not big, but he's fun. Oh, look at that. Just cruising the flats again, and change my lure to a fat lure and shallow, so it's going across the top of the weeds. He's only a little fella, but it's a fish. Hello. Alright, let's chuck him back. Oh, ooh, straight under the boat. Alright, so I changed to a fat style lure, and it gets a real wobble, and what it, you know, and just cast it out, drag it down, wind a couple of times and stop, and they pick it up on the paws. And it's only a shallow runner one, so we're only in a couple of feet of water, so it doesn't need to be too deep, but obviously that worked. Let's do it again. Just working my lure along the edge of this grass. It's structure for the fish. When they see my lure, hopefully they're going to go, oh, I'll dart out and get that. We're seeing quite a lot of bait fish just here, so we've actually just stopped. Give it a little bit of a go. This lure's got a good weight in it, and it casts miles. It's great because it just gets it away from the boat, so you can get to those fish before you spook them. There's a lot of activity in this. We're just in the mouth, in an entrance to a little lake. There we go. It's only little, and I don't think it's a bream, because maybe I was actually still rolling. Oh, dropped it. It was a tiny little bream about this big. It actually grabbed it as I was going along, rather than on the paws. They're good fun, the little ones. Not as much fun as the big ones. I've also got plenty of time to pause. I've noticed a lot in my fishing when using hard bodies is if I pause and then have a chat to the camera, a lot of the time, because it's paused for so long, the fish can't help themselves anymore and they just grab it. This is a good fighter, whatever it is. I just cast over towards those sticks, drew it down, gave it a couple of winds and then pause, and bang, we're off. It's a Brembo. Oh, it's a nice Brembo. Love it when a plan comes together. We're just on the outlet of or inlet of a little lake. So I thought we might be in for a chance. Something. Oh. Let him come around. Let him take his time. And once I get his head up, I know he's done. So just take his time. Okay. Bring him back around. He's on his side, and I can just aim him straight into the net. And lift. Beautiful. Oh, he's a good size one. That's not bad. I'm quite happy with that one. Well, this bream went 39 centimetres to the tip, so a nice quality bream. Going to put her back in. Just gonna lay it on my hand here. Pop it in. Look at those colours. Oh, there she goes. I love releasing those good sized bream. I actually don't like bream to eat, so all of our bream go back. That's so much fun. Let's see if we can get another one. Just give it a pull, like about a foot, and then a couple of winds, and you can feel that lure wobbling, and then just pause. There's lots of weed in there and stuff for the fish to feed on, but they run up and down. They're swimming up and down. Oh, there we go. Oh! Oh, that was fun. My husband's been running a deep diving a Fat 37, but he's picking up a lot of weed, so the shallow running one has just been absolutely ideal. Just wait, come on. Nice little, just a tiny tap then. I've been running the Fat 37 along here, no bites, so I thought I'll change back to the Twitch 40 just to shake it up a little bit. Bang, first cast, straight on. There we go. He's not a big fish, but he's certainly legal. Oh, love it when a plan comes together. Well, I've really had to change it up today. That was the first cast with the new lure, and it worked, so we'll throw that one for a little bit longer and see what happens. If it goes quiet, we'll have to go back to the other one. It's just the way it is today, and fishing is like that. Sometimes you'll just catch them all on one lure, and other times you've just got to keep changing it up. But it's worth it. Well, I've had an absolute ball at Bemm River today. We've had to mix it up a little. We started on the surface and it was really good, but then it went quiet. So we've had to really work this afternoon. So we've gone onto the flats and that's worked. We've used hard buddies on the edges. We've used soft plastics. So we've really mixed it up. And sometimes you have to do that to get the quality fish, but it has worked. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'll catch you next time on the water.